Hey, what's up, bro? Welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. I'm just cleaning up from my last reading. Feel free to get comfortable. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes to get situated while I get these cleans up, and then we're gonna talk about what Spirit wants to talk about and see what's gonna be bringing in 2023 for you. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. All right. Virgo. Hold up. Put those away. All right. All right. Virgo. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. What's 2023 bringing in for Virgo? We have the Chariot card. There's definitely going to be some movement coming in. You have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. There's something that you're passionate about, or something is passionate about you, Virgo, that's going to be quickly moving towards you in the beginning of the year. Virgo. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to talk about with these. You have the Five of Cups. Okay. You have the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, Queen of Wands, Hierophant, and 6 of Swords. All right. Okay. For whoever this pre-message is for, I feel like currently you're looking back and evaluating things. I felt like there's been, you've recently stepped out to take a leap of faith to pursue something that you're passionate about. For some of you, you might have started a new job, moved to a new area. There's something that you're trying to move forward by things that you're inspired by. But I feel like in regards to relationships, you're not getting the results that you had hoped for. You haven't been in the connection that you feel solid in. You feel like there's a lot of unclear things in regards to relationships in your environment. For some of you, I feel like there's one connection that you keep on thinking about, you can't quit thinking about, but it's not with you. And I feel like you're trying to just focus on staying in your present moment, making sure that your resources your finances are balanced. For some of you, you might be working out a lot, trying to keep yourself distracted from this emotional disappointment that you're feeling right now. But in 2023, I feel like there's going to be like this forward movement. There's going to be like new opportunities offered to you. I feel like for some of you, you might be deciding to go ahead and try new experiences, meet new people, be exposed to new places, people, places, and things. For some of you, there's going to be conversations coming in with new people. I feel like you're going to be inspired by somebody that you work with, or by the way that somebody does something. I feel like for some of you, like there's a realization to change things up in your environment. For some of you, I feel like you might have left a connection because somebody had cheated or they were deceptive in some way, shape, or form. For others of you, I felt like you might have moved because somebody in your home, a roommate, a partner, a family member, somebody was deceptive, might have kind of had sticky fingers, find themselves like helping themselves to things that weren't theirs. I feel like just like there was a realization for you that you needed to do things different in your home environment. I feel like in 2023, you're kind of living those changes out. For some of you, I'm getting like you made those changes mid to end of 2022. And there's like the dust is settling kind of from like all the changes that had kind of taken place. I feel like for some of you, you had to get away from an environment. You feel like it was sneaky the way that you got away from it, but it was for your greater good, if that makes sense. For some of you, I felt like there was information that was shared with you that allowed you to become free of something. Or to take further action towards your abundance, towards where you want your life to go, towards where you feel grounded at, who you feel grounded with. For others of you, I felt like there's like this information that you received, it kind of like forced you to like take a realistic approach, like to be honest and sincere with yourself in those moments, and how you've been doing things. You couldn't continue to do that. The people you were doing things with, some of them were not as trustworthy as they had led themselves to be. For some of you, I felt like there was like a realization that somebody that you spent a lot of time with, that they were doing things behind your back for a while. I feel like some of it you were aware of and you tried to give them the benefit of the doubt because you cared about them and you wanted to see the good in the person. But I felt like there was like deeper things that that you weren't first aware of, that you became aware of, and then like you couldn't play nice, like you couldn't give them the benefit of the doubt no more. So anyways, keep it moving. So I felt like you're moving away from that energy, like those toxic people. You're no longer going to be allowing those people to be in your environment. I feel like you're going to like love them from a distance. There's some people that you're not going to cut off completely because you just don't have it in you. But at the same time, you know that you can't trust them. You know that you cannot work with them or build with them like you were before. I feel like this realization that you had, even though it caused you to have like lack of clarity within, like, I feel like you doubt who you trust. You doubt your ability to filter who you can trust. It's like your picker's broken. My picker's broken. I hear that. So I feel like you're like trying to figure out like what are the tendencies or the characteristics that people portray with, like, what can I trust in the future? Like, where were the red flags? Which ones can I give them benefit of the doubt, and which ones can I feel like you're just trying to be more realistic in understanding what's a red flag versus like what's like not big of a, I don't know how to say it. Like, you're trying to reevaluate like what's the detriment to something versus like what can be forgiven. Because I feel like the line that you had in the past, it's blurry now. What you thought was like a solid line is no longer a solid line. What you thought was like a solid relationship that you can like certain characteristics and traits that you can be like have faith in, expect that person to follow through with. It's not that way. I feel like there's a connection that has been around you for a really long time. If it's a person that you have a friendship with, I felt like it's not something that you've pursued really, but I felt like you're going to be in 2023. For whoever this message is resonating with, Virgo, I feel like there's somebody who's more like you than what you've given them credit for. And I felt like you're like, this person has been around you. There's like a connection, whatever it is for you. It's been around for a really long time. Since like either since you were a child or for several years now, whatever it is, take it as it resonates. But there's something about the energy that you didn't fully understand it. You didn't fully, there was like things that you didn't understand about the person, place, or thing. So you didn't really give it much weight. And I feel like you're circling back now, or you might find yourself running into this person and spending more time with this person, and realizing like this is somebody who you want to invest with. This is somebody who is more like you than what you thought. This is somebody who has the potential to build and grow. There's somebody who you would want to like have a connection with, have a friendship with. I feel like there's definitely been a hurt of a disappointment because an offer wasn't extended, or it was extended but taken back. I feel like whatever it is, for whoever this resonates with, there was one point in time where there was an offer extended or not. It might have been like a shallow, like a playful offer. But I feel like no matter how much time has passed, like this offer is like still, it weighs on somebody, whether it's you and or this other person. I feel like there's like this this offer that kind of like, it was a hollow offer. It was an immature offer. It caused disappointment. It caused sorrow, because it was like, it wasn't mature. It had the potential to be, but it just wasn't. And for whatever reason, the way that this offer was extended or handled or whatever it was, it caused somebody to kind of feel really disappointed. They kind of questioned it and moved forward with it, but then like ultimately kind of felt like betrayal or confusion from it, and felt like they should have followed their intuition in the first place. And so now there's like this hurt that kind of follows them, and like they suffer through it. And I feel like you and or this person, take it as it resonates, I feel like there's a lot of healing and growth that's going on. I feel like there's like people are no longer how they were or who they were. Like even at the beginning, how I got that story, like there was somebody who you thought you could count on, but you couldn't. And even this person, it was immature. It was immature when it was offered, but it actually ended up being the most stable thing, if that makes sense. And I feel like there's like this sorrow because the offer wasn't like fully realized. And I feel like that impacts somebody's confidence, whether it's you and or the person. But I feel like there's like this, for some of you, I feel like this disappointment that you have endured is going to allow you to like help other people to grow, to like now there's going to be like now you know what not to do. Now you know, like there's just a lot of realizations that were a lot of realizations that were received in this situation of the extension and the lack of extension, of the lack of the maturing of it. And as much as the disappointment was, I feel like somebody has definitely learned their lesson, and they're heading into their confidence in the situation. It's like whatever this was, they're no longer allowing it to defeat them. They're no longer saying that this was bigger or better than them. They're saying, I've learned from it. I've grown from it. I'm more mature now because of it. And I'm going to do better. I feel like whatever this was, and they're more like, I know I already said that they're more mature, but whether it's you and or this other person, I feel like they've really learned the lesson, what this is, and they're growing. They're allowing it to grow into something beautiful in their future. I feel like the moment was. For some of you, I feel like there's a long-term connection that somebody has walked away from, and that gave them confidence. Whatever this was, this hurt that somebody has suffered, they're confident now because of it. They had turned that hurt and disappointment into their greatest power. Their intuition is more stronger and on point than what it was before that experience. I feel like they've learned a higher level of like, what is it? They have a higher knowledge of things that they didn't even expect to know. Like for some of you, like if you might have learned a lot about the court process that you didn't expect to know going through some sort of situation. You might have learned like how other businesses that aren't related to your business operate. There was something, there was multiple things learned from whatever that situation was, that caused a lot of sorrow and disappointment, but ultimately led to confidence, led to like inspiration and motivation and forward movement. There was a lot of growth and healing, a lot of transition that took place, a lot of balance that took place. Whatever this was that was learned couldn't have been learned from anything else other than going through this disappointment. Whatever this was, Virgo, whether it was you or your person coming in, this crazy toxic circle has provided such knowledge and awareness that wouldn't have been learned without going through that experience. Sometimes we have to go through sorrow to feel like the greatest gratitude and the greatest respect for those situations and for ourselves. So take it as it resonates. But I feel like for whoever this pre-message is for, it was a hard, long journey, but it led you into like great confidence, great, like you've really stepped into a new you, like a more nurturing and more healthier, more abundant. I feel like there's still more, like you're still closing chapters, especially with the Six of Swords ending things. There's still like thought processes that you're circulating out of and tying up. But you learned so much from whatever that situation was that you wouldn't have learned that. Like you couldn't take a class to be able to gain that knowledge. All right, let's see. What else, Virgo? Virgo for 2026. I don't know why I have, what the hell? 2026, Virgo, what the heck is going on in 2026? 3 more years? It'd be interesting to know. Let's see. You have the 8 of Cups and the Judgment. Yeah. All right. So Virgo, for whoever this pre-message is resonating for, I'm getting like you walked away from something and I feel like you struggle with it. There's moments where you challenge yourself. Did I do the right thing? And I feel like you did, Virgo. I feel like in those moments where you're sitting there and you like you missed something. You missed like maybe it's memories, maybe it's laughter, maybe it's we always used to do this on this day of the week and da 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 da. There's something you walked away from because it wasn't emotionally fulfilling. There was a lot of unknown factors in regards to it, and it had no potential to grow. It wasn't healthy for you. It wasn't something that you could stay there. It wasn't going to improve. And I feel like you walked away because you had to, because you needed to grow and you needed to become who you were in the process of becoming. And you couldn't have become that if you stayed. And I feel like those moments where you're challenging yourself and you're having doubt, like, did I do the right thing? I feel like you did, Virgo. And I feel like you have to remind yourself of like, now I feel better. Now I like, for example, if you were in a toxic relationship and let's say you had a long-term relationship and there were times where you had memories with this person of like maybe you and your kids would like, I don't know, have like family day or whatever, and you guys would do something or have family dinners or whatever. I feel like there's things that are kind of reminding you of like, I remember when, and then there's moments of like, it would be nice if that would have worked out, but it wouldn't have, it couldn't have. Like you might miss watching your spouse, your children's parent, your child's other parent engaging with your kids. But at the end of the day, you know your relationship with that person wasn't healthy. You know you left for a reason. So I feel like you just have to remind yourself of why you did what you did when you're having those moments of doubt, when you're having those moments of like this is new for me. I don't know how to deal with this. You have to remind yourself it's new for you. You're looking at it from a different perspective, so it's going to feel different. You have to allow yourself to go through it because you did it for a reason. It was too much for you to bear. You shouldn't have to deal with those kind of situations. So you left for a reason. You left to find the greatest good for you. You left for healthy reasons. You left to do better for you. You left so that you can have a future that you were proud of, that you wanted. So you did the right thing, Virgo. You did what you could do. You did the best for you. Now you're moving on to stability. You're moving on to find something that's fair and balanced for you, something that's equal give and take, something that has reciprocity, something that's more fair and balanced than what you've known previously. I feel like you're wanting excitement. You're wanting to take forward movement, but at the same time, you're nervous to do so. For some of you, I feel like you're wanting that passion to like be ignited around you. There's a desire to have like forward movement. I don't know about whatever it is, it's something you're stuck in your head about. For some of you, you might be wanting forward movement, but you're scared if you can trust it. For some of you, you can't help but think about a person, place, or thing you want to take forward movement with or towards, but you fight yourself on it, or you're worried that this person will fight you. For some of you, if you just recently left a connection, you're hesitant to pursue a new connection because you don't want this person to think wrong. But I feel like this is a connection. For some of you, take it as it resonates. There's a connection that you've thought about throughout the years, and you can't get it out of your head. You constantly, maybe not constantly, but throughout the years, you find yourself thinking about it. You can't release the thoughts of this person, place, or thing, whatever it is for you, and you want to take forward movement that you're passionate about. I feel like you're just waiting on the right time. I feel like you're waiting for spirit to better guide you and direct you, because you don't want this person to fight against the connection. You don't want to cause problems. You don't want there to be a conflict with this person. All right, Virgo, what else? Four of Pentacles, so it's something you're holding on to. Four of Swords, pain, difficulty, healing. You have the Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Judgment, Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. I'm getting that for some of you, you went through something very difficult in life, and there was a hurt that really touched your soul, and you made an agreement that you're not going to let somebody get that close again to hurt you like that again. And I feel like you hold on to that energy. And you're very stubborn. You're very stubborn, not to be rude, but I'm getting this energy of like you're stubborn to keep people at bay because you don't want to be hurt again. But I'm feeling like for some of you, you're wanting to make an effort to build with or make a connection, to take forward movement with somebody. You're trying to follow your intuition because it feels like it's guided. You feel like there's guided direction towards this person, place, or thing. Take it as it resonates. But you're trying to just follow your intuition to know when's the right time. And I also feel like you also, more so than like wanting to move forward towards this person, you also have this like resistance to move forward at the same time because you don't want to get hurt. Like you don't want to open a door because once you open the door, it's open and you can't close it again without problems, without it being problematic, I hear. But I feel like you're being advised, like Spirit's advising you. Like there's a reason why you find yourself thinking about this person, place, or thing. For some of you, I felt like this person, place, or thing might have abandoned you, or you might have abandoned it. But there's a need to bring balance back to the connection. For some of you, you might have like left this person, or they might have left you. But I feel like you guys are always thinking about each other. Yeah, but you guys don't talk to each other, whoever this is. Like you guys don't talk to each other. But you're passionate about each other. There's a lack of confidence. Yeah, you guys haven't been able to be around each other for a long time, but there's still like this unspoken bond between you guys. But neither of you guys are confident enough to like either talk to each other or pursue take the first step, make the first initiative. For some of you, you might be waiting on the other person to take the first step, and they might be waiting on you to take the first step. I feel like there's a need for communication, but neither of you guys want to take the first step. I feel like Spirit's going to make you guys. It's going to come out. Yeah. Even though you're not wanting to have this conversation, you're not wanting to take the first step. I feel like there's like you might run into this person might run into you, somebody you know might run into this person. I feel like both of you guys are wanting to like take forward movement towards each other, but neither of you guys are confident with how the other person will receive it. I feel like the other person, the feminine energy is more willing, but they are also like they're trying to be more trusting in the universe, trusting in things working out. I feel like whoever the masculine energy is, he's the one that's supposed to initiate, but he's the one more hesitant. Yeah, there's like a lack of balance. There's a need for balance. There's a need for both of you guys to be more confident. But the masculine is the one that kind of, he needs more of the balance because he's the one that's supposed to take the forward action. I feel like there's some sort of knowledge that's going to be coming in the near future that's going to move somebody along to take this action or let it go. I feel like there's going to be like, there might be like constant forward movement, not forward movement. In the future, there might be like just constantly evaluating, like, do I do it? How do I do it? So much so that there's like no movement at all because somebody's stuck in their head. For some of you, I feel like there's going to be like a soft conversation, a soft, like somebody's going to put feelers out there to just see if somebody's interested or not, because they can't keep on fighting the way that they feel about the connection. But I feel like whoever this is for, take it as it resonates or not, I feel like the energies are tired of waiting. I feel like it's that energy of do it already or don't. So take it as it resonates. Don't force the messages. Let's see if we can get Spirit to give us anything else. Any other? Okay. Yeah, you had the Page of Wands came out. That was just in the pre-messages. So there's going to be some sort of conversation coming up. I feel like it's going to be conversation that's passionate, but I don't feel like it's going to be as as forthcoming as expected, as hoped for, or as planned. Like if somebody, whoever is planning this, I feel like they're going to be more softer in their approach than what their plan is. Like, I feel like they're going to try to be brave and stuff, but they're still going to be nervous at the end of the day. All right, you have the Emperor, Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords, the Moon, the Tower, Eight of Cups, and the Justice. Okay. All right, guys. So whatever this conversation is, this communication that's going to be coming in, all right, let me tell you what I'm getting real quick. So you see the Emperor. I don't know if you can see the bird in the background. I'm sorry. My camera sucks and my lighting sucks. I don't know. Okay, anyways. So he's got basically like you got the Emperor where you're trying to stand in your power. Whatever this conversation is, whether you're initiating it or somebody's initiating with you, you're trying to be in your power. You're trying to be aware of all the facts and you're trying to be mindful of everything that you're passionate about, everything you got going on, everything you want going on, and still trying to like play your cards right. You're trying to be very strategic in your situation. I feel like whatever this conversation is, it's in regards to wanting to have like a stable foundation. It could be in regards to a connection, a person, place, or thing, whatever it is for you. This conversation that's going to be being had, somebody's trying to stand in their power and be mindful of all of the elements, be mindful of what they want to come out of the situation, be mindful of everything else that they already have going on, because at the end of the day, they want to have a solid foundation with somebody that they care about. They want it to be abundant. They want to know that everybody's building in the same way. We're all going in the same direction, and we're doing this together. This opportunity that's coming in, we want it to be able to last. We want it to be able to grow and be nurtured. So whatever this conversation is, there's the thought behind it is to make sure that it's going to lead to something that can be developed and to grow. I feel like there's a disappointment that was had in the past in regards to somebody standing in their power. Somebody might have walked away from a situation, or was just like too, how do you say? Somebody let their ego get the best of them in regards to like a conversation, a situation, whatever it was. And it caused them and or somebody in their connection to be disappointed, to feel hurt, and to feel like kind of traumatized by something that had took place, to feel like there was nothing that they could do to heal it other than to like learn the lesson and grow. But I feel like there's a need to kind of re-examine this whatever this was that caused somebody to stand in their power, that caused somebody else to be hurt. There's not a full awareness yet of the lesson that was learned. This hurt still just like it's a residual pain that still is present. The full lesson hasn't been learned. So I feel like when this conversation is had, there's a need to be gentle in the approach, because like you're wanting it to be like, you want this to move forward. You want it to be able to grow into something. But at the same time, you're aware that there's a big pain that was caused. I feel like somebody is also not wanting to kind of say that they were wrong. They're wanting to kind of like, let's fix it without me having to acknowledge what all exactly I did. I don't know if this is you or your person, Virgo, but somebody's wanting to have a conversation without fully acknowledging their side of the problem caused. There's things that were unknown. You have the moon here for the Four of Wands. There was things in that person, you and or your person, there were things that were unknown, unknown factors that played a hand in this situation being disappointing and hurtful to somebody. I feel like this, whatever it was like the ending of it or the beginning of it was very unexpected, very sudden and out of the blue. Likewise was the departure of this opportunity. And then you have the Justice. Hold on, guys. Let me look at this again, because I'm getting a couple of stories from this. For some of you, this conversation that you're wanting to have, it's in regards to somebody that was hurt by somebody walking away, whether it was you walked away or you was hurt because somebody else walked away. Let me see what this is. Page of Pentacles. There was an offer that was extended, and I feel like somebody felt like they played. Like the offer that was extended was immature, and the people who were handling the offer didn't really evaluate it and appreciate it the way that it should have been. They didn't allow it to grow the way that it should have. And I feel like it caused somebody to be disappointed and hurt. Somebody wasn't fully aware of all the factors that was involved in the decisions that went into making those choices, because somebody's home environment was impacted. For some of you, okay, take it as it resonates. For some of you, I'm feeling like you might have received a connection that came in very sudden and out of the blue, caught you off guard, made you feel really good for a moment of time, and as quickly as it entered, it departed. I feel like that person might have already had a connection going that you weren't aware of. And I felt like they left you very suddenly, very unexpectedly, but they still think about you. They still find themselves wondering if you were their right connection, if things would have worked out with you. I feel like there's things that they won't allow themselves to see, whether it's you and or your other person. Take it as it resonates. I feel like there's things that they there's like there's memories or downloads. There's things that they receive that they won't allow themselves to think that far into it. Like the moment they come and they're at fault, they don't think about it. They change their thoughts. They don't want to be at fault for the situation. They don't want to think about how they were given a gift and like tossed it in the trash basically, and now wondering if that was the best that they were going to get. So whoever this is, they try to be distracted and keep their mind focused on not what could have been, but by what is. And they want to think that what is the best, that all that could have been. And even if it's not, they would rather trick themselves into thinking so than to be responsible to think that they were at fault in any way for not having the best that they could have, if that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like there's awareness for you and or your person, whoever this is, whoever had this hurt that was impacted negatively by this offer, this immature offer. I feel like they've healed a lot. They've grown a lot. They've became aware of a lot of lessons, and they value themselves more. I feel like that person would not be able to be tricked or not necessarily tricked, but that person wouldn't find themselves in these energies again. Whereas the other person that was doing the deceiving, they haven't fully learned their lesson because they refuse to look at the full situation and be honest in all the details. There's something they're not allowing themselves to see. They try to put up a brave face like, oh, everything's good. There's nothing, like they act like they're celebrating a lot. They act like everything's good, but really behind the scenes, they fight with themselves. They're upset with their decisions they made. They would do things different if they could. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get into your Celtic cross. Hold up, we got pre-message. All right, you have the Five of Swords and the Emperor again. Five of Cups again, and the Page of Wands with the Justice card. So what I get from this pre-message is whoever stood in their power and walked away, they still think about this person. No matter how much they try not to, they can't help but think about this. Whether it was you who walked away or you who got walked away from, whoever did the walking away, they did so out of their ego. They did so because they didn't want the other person to get the better of them. They thought, I'm going to leave you before you leave me, kind of thing. But that traveled with them, like that whole, like your energy, whoever got left, their energy goes with the person who left, if that makes sense. They can't get away from it. And they're always gonna have a sense of disappointment until they can like heal that connection or be honest and like repay their karma, basically. Like if the universe gives you a gift and you're too confident and too cocky and too egotistical to appreciate it and be able to compromise when you need to, then that's like, that makes a debt in a way. And now that person's always going to have that debt. They're not going to be able to get into the connection. Like you were given a gift and you didn't appreciate it. So now why would you get another gift? You have to go back and like show like repent, kind of like whatever you did wrong, you have to fix that, or else it's going to carry, like follow you around. Take it as it resonates. So this person, they stand in their power, but it's like at the end of the day, they still like keep coming back to whoever this person was that they left. Whoever this person is over here that tries to like, they're more mindful of what they have to do instead of what they want to do. They try to be controlling of the situation. They try to put on a brave face and like stand in integrity, but really they're not. They're not standing in integrity because they find themselves like fantasizing about a world that they don't exist in, if that makes sense. I feel like this person is going to have a hard realization, a hard, Queen of Swords. They're going to have a hard realization about some sort of reflection. They're going to have like an epiphany. What is it called? Is it epiphany? Like it's going to be like a big aha moment. This person, whoever like chose to kind of like, I'm going to put on a brave face. I'm going to choose my ego over how I feel. And instead of being authentic, I'm going to put on a brave face because I don't want you to be able to hurt me. I don't want you to know that you're important to me. I don't want you to know that I care about you like that. I'm going to act like I don't. And that ultimately caused the other person to get abandoned and feel rejected and feel betrayed and sorrowful and feel like they weren't good enough. And then now that energy is flipping to that person who left, that was sitting in their ego, acting like they were kind of the ish and like they were as good as it got. I feel like they're going to have this hard realization now, and they're going to have to like acknowledge what they did and what was true and what wasn't, how they feel and how they don't, and if they have that opportunity again or not, and if they even deserve it. King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this person is going to have to like take a long journey back to like figuring out where they went wrong at, figuring out like how do I lay a foundation going forward? Like even if they reconnect or don't reconnect, I feel like this person, whoever this emperor was that stood in their power in an unhealthy way, I feel like this person is on a journey to figure out like, how do I create a foundation where I can build upon it? How do I create a stable environment where I can have my family there and we're a team there for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, where we can leave something to our generations, to our children, to our grandchildren. I feel like this person is kind of like relearning what's important and what's not, what's going to last and stand the test of time and what's not. I feel like this person is learning how to invest authentically and genuinely. And I feel like that's going to be part of their karma to like repent. For some of you, I feel like if this is in regards to you, I feel like there's going to be a full circle back to whoever this was who got left. I don't know if they ever, Nine of Wands. So some of you, you might still be defensive. For some of you, if you're this person, when you circle back around, that person might be too defensive to let you back in. For others of you, you might kind of still be on the defensive mode. Not like, take it as it resonates. I'm getting a lot of storylines right now. For some of you, if you're this emperor, you might find yourself kind of still being like, oh, it wasn't me, it was them. I did the best I could. I did what I was supposed to do. I did what they told me. I did. You might be done with the Aries. But I feel like for some of you, I felt like if this is your person, they're still kind of stubbornly coming to the realization that they have some lessons to learn, or some apologies to hand out. For others of you, I feel like your person, if you were this person, you were the one that kind of got played and hurt. I feel like you're going to be able to witness this person in some way, shape, or form. You might hear about it. You might see it in some way, shape, or form. You're going to see them kind of learning their lesson in a way. For others of you, I feel like whatever this is, like for some of you, if this person comes back to you, if you're this person and this person comes back to you, you're going to be on the defensive for them. But you're going to make them really show you, like, show me you're different. Don't tell me, show me you're different. And this person, they're going to have to, like, their actions are going to have to start lining up. Like for things to become in balance, like with the Justice card and the Queen of Swords out here, for this Emperor to like be able to start like creating things that are stable and long term, to have that King of Pentacles energy again, he's going to have to be honest and sincere. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to be uncomfortable, awkward moments. But where there's a will, there's a way. And it's ultimately for the greatest good, right? So, all right. Let's see what else Spirit wants to talk about. All right, Virgo. All right. What is Virgo going to have for 2023? All right. So you got, again, Emperor came out. You have the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Woo woo. I'm liking it. King of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Okay. All right. For whoever this is for, I feel like in 2023, you're going to be standing in your power, right? You're definitely going to have a lot going on at the beginning of the year. However, if you're already in a connection or you're not, I feel like there's going to be some sort of wish fulfillment. There's been something, someone, person, place, or thing that you've been waiting for it to come in. I feel like you've been just like, for some of you, you might have been praying for it. Whatever it is, however you're trying to manifest it, you're constantly putting that energy out there. Like even when you're not aware that you're doing it, you're doing it. And I feel like you're more confident than what you've been in the past. And that's opening your intuition more to allow you to receive these downloads, to receive these inspirations. I feel like whatever this inspiration is, you're going to receive like motivation to go somewhere. And I feel like once you go out, you're going to get this offer. You might run into this person, place, or thing. For some of you, it's going to be a new connection, a new offer. I feel like you're going to have a lot of conversations with this person. And I feel like ultimately it's going to be a connection that's going to be able to be solidified. Definitely don't rush it, Gemini. Take your time with it. But I see it's going to be a connection that's going to be worth investing in. I feel like you're going to know that it's the connection for you, because you're going to see like this is somebody that you like. They have characteristics that you've prayed for. They have ways of behaving that like these are things that you admire in people. And this person is going to have confidence, but it's not going to be a cocky way. And they're going to make you feel confident when you're around them as well. And I feel like you're going to be inspired to be around them. Like you're going to enjoy being around them. Like the first time you brush against them or you shake their hand, the first touch that you make with them, it's going to be like a shockwave, like as if you dragged your feet and then like you touch them and then there's this electric thing. I don't know, for some of you, it might literally be that, but for others of you, it's going to be a feeling. It's going to feel like you don't know and you don't understand it, but it's very exciting and passionate. But at the same time, it's going to feel stable and nurturing and like trustworthy. The King of Swords here, wow. So the King of Swords, he is not very warm and fuzzy. He's not like, let's go spend a lot of time hugging and cuddling and things like that. He's like, let's talk about it. Let's strategize and let's work it out and things like that. But this Ace of Cups, that's definitely let's hug and cuddle and let's spend our time together affectionately, inspired, passionately. I feel like this connection that comes in, it's going to make you feel very grounded with the Four of Wands here. There's going to be a lot of conversations. I feel like this person's going to be trustworthy with the King of Swords. And you're going to feel, it's going to be like very playful with the Ace of Cups here, but it's going to be like you're going to feel like you can invest. And with it being, with the Ace of Cups falling underneath the Nine of Cups, I feel like this is somebody that you've waited for. They're going to have characteristics you've prayed for. Five of Wands. Hold on. Eight. Okay. I'm getting you have fought for this person to come through. Like for some of you, you might have told yourself, this what I want doesn't exist. These kind of characteristics I want doesn't exist. I feel like you fought in yourself the whole way, whether or not this is possible, whether this is going to come or not, whether this potential exists, whether this person exists, whether this person is coming back, whatever it is for you. I feel like you fought in yourself on it. I feel like you're starting to settle down, though. I feel like you're now, like, you're standing in your power. You're realizing what you want and what you don't want. And I feel like you're just being open to it. You're kind of like, you're setting out what you want and you're just waiting for it instead of like having your guards up all the time and fighting against it. I feel like you're more trying to celebrate. You're trying to be happy. You're trying to follow your intuition more than fight against it. You're trying to like go with the flow instead of always be on guard for something. You're trying to have balance in your approach. And I feel like that's what's going to allow it to come in. I feel like once it does come in, though, it's going to kind of move somewhat quickly. Or at least the way that you think about it, I feel like you are going to have thoughts about, like, let's say you're on your second date. You're going to already be thinking about your sixth date, or like, how are you guys going to be on your 6-month anniversary on your like third date? And that's going to catch you off guard. I feel like you're going to be planning and strategizing without letting this person know, without expecting it yourself. And it's going to be catching you off guard. I feel like there's going to be, because there's things that, take it as it resonates, but whoever this is resonating with, either you and or this person has went through disappointment. So there's like there's a desire to move slowly. So I feel like when you're thinking fast forward about it, it's going to catch you off guard. I don't feel like you're going to share that information with the person. I don't feel like you're going to tell them. I don't feel like you're going to insinuate at all that you're actually in your head, you're 20 steps ahead more than they are, and more than what you are at that moment. But you are. I feel like it's scary for you, but you're wanting to nurture it. You're wanting to move forward. Take it as it resonates, Gemini. All right, let's go and get our Celtic cross going. Or sorry, Virgo. Virgo. All right, Virgo, this will be our, hold on. This will be our last shuffle. All right, Virgo. I like that. All right, your current energy, you have the moon in the reverse, crossed by the 6 of swords. So what that tells me is in your current energy, there was something that you had, your current energy, there was something that you weren't fully aware of. And I felt like you were trying to become aware of it for a while, but you finally like just accepted the fact that you don't know, you might not ever know, and you made your peace with that. And I felt like whatever that was, you moved away from that energy. Instead of trying to figure it out and trying to play detective, you just accepted, like, whatever this is, I'm not going to know the full details of it, and I don't need to know. And you moved away from that. Whether you're no longer asking people questions, whether you're no longer thinking about it in negative ways, whatever it is for you, whatever it was, there was something that was kind of unclear for you. I felt like it was clouded emotions, kind of, you didn't know a lot of things that you wish you would have known, and you kept trying to find those details. And I feel like people weren't transparent. You kind of questioned if you could trust the half truths that you were receiving. And I feel like you finally just like accepted that it is what it is, and I'm just not going to know, and I don't need to know, and that's enough. Like, you don't need to put blind faith in people anymore. At a soul level, you have the 2 of Pentacles. So at a soul level, you're trying to balance things out. You're aware that things have been unfair, and you're trying to make sure that going forward, they're more fair. But I feel like you don't know what you don't know. And I'm getting this energy of like, you don't know what you don't know. but you don't need to know either. And not knowing is enough, because you, like, if somebody's untrustworthy, they're untrustworthy, and you don't need to know how they lied. Just knowing that they lied was enough. And your recent past, the Fool in reverse. So whoever this is for, like, there was an opportunity to take a new leap of faith, start a new opportunity with the person, place, or thing, and you did not do so. For some of you, you might have been able to move forward towards somebody, and you chose not to for whatever reason. Your crowning energy, you have the 5 of Cups. So there's an emotional disappointment. You feel like somebody else came short, or you came short for somebody else. You wanted somebody to be better than they were. You wanted it to work out. You wanted them to be who you thought they were. You wanted them to be what you expected. People are shady. And you didn't think this person was going to be shady. I'm sorry. Your near future, you have the Queen of Swords. There's some sort of realization or like conversation that you're going to be having. I feel like it's whoever this is. Somebody was deceptive. Even though I don't have the 7 of Swords out here, I got that energy out here. You wanted to know more. Somebody wouldn't give you the details. You're trying to have balance in something. You chose not to move forward. You chose not to extend an opportunity to somebody, but you think about the disappointment. And in the near future, you're going to have a conversation. Hold on, guys. We're going to, crap. This card has came out. I don't even know how many times. We're going to definitely dissect this reading. Final. Okay. All right. So bottom of the deck, Virgo, you have the King of Cups. So definitely, Virgo, you're going to be acting in ways that are more authentic for you. Whether it's this offer or a new offer or whatever it is for you, okay. Somebody is half in and half out. I don't know if it's you or this other person, or if it's a new connection. Somebody's half in and half out. So be very careful where you're investing your energy and efforts. Make sure that you're kind of paying attention to the red flags. Hold up. Let's see. Make sure that you're paying attention to the red flags. But I'm getting that for sure, Virgo, you're going to start acting by how you feel. You're no longer going to be putting other people's best interest at heart. Not to say that you're going to be mean and vindictive, but I feel like you're going to be acting more in your truth and being authentic to yourself. Yeah, you have a pre-message of the 4 of Swords and the Hangman. So I feel like you're looking at things differently. Whatever this healing is that you're going through, there's some sort of healing that you're experiencing because you're looking at things differently. You might have been everybody's doormat, and you no longer see that as being an option. Maybe you used to think if I'm nice and compassionate and caring, that's what people need. But I feel like you're starting to see that there's a different way to do things. Like some people might need tough love. Whatever it is for you, take it as it resonates. You're healing now because you're looking at things different. All right. Virgo. Okay, let me see. Queen of Swords. Give us more of this Queen of Swords. All right. Okay, so you have the 6 of Swords in the reverse, the Strength card, and the Tower. So whatever this realization is, this harsh truth in the near future, I feel like somebody chose not to leave a situation. They they stayed in their confidence. Hold on. There's going to be, in the near future, I feel like you're going to have like a harsh conversation, maybe even an argument, because somebody should have left, but they didn't, because they tried to be confident in a moment that like caught them off guard. I'm getting like this energy. I'm getting this energy of like being confident. Like, I should leave, but I'm not going to let you get the better of me, or I'm not going to let you win. So I'm going to stay anyways. Whatever this is, there, like, it's a harsh truth. It's an argument. It's in your near future. It's because somebody didn't leave when they should have. They tried to stay confident and like kind of like argue the situation away, like kind of like overpower the situation away because they didn't want to get caught off guard. Take it as it resonates. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. How you see yourself is the Chariot. So you see yourself as moving forward. You see yourself as taking action forward and no longer just sitting and waiting for things to happen. Other people see you as taking control right now. People also see you as you're not just sitting and waiting for things to happen. What are you doing, Virgo? What are you doing? You're going to have a conversation about something that you see being long-term, something where you see your prosperity, something where you see your hope. I feel like you're going to initiate a conversation. What is it going to be about, though? It's in regards to like where you see your long-term prosperity, where you want your long-term future to be. Your hopes and or fears, you have the Three of Cups. So you want to celebrate. I feel like there's whatever this is, this conversation that you're wanting to pursue. Other people see you as being authoritative. You're initiating conversations in regards to your prosperity, your abundance, your home environment. You're wanting to have something you're expecting and looking forward to having something to celebrate. Your final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the Two of Wands. So I feel like you're going to have to pick a path. For some of you, you might be moving and trying to figure out where you're moving to. There's something you're holding on to too tight, and that's causing you to pick a path. You might, so for some of you, I'm getting like, okay, this is weird, but for some of you, whoever this disappointment is, even though you didn't take a forward movement with them, for some of you, you didn't let them go either. And I feel like you're being like, your final outcome, should things remain the same, is you're going to have to choose a path. You're going to have to pick a direction and go. Pick one way or the other. Pick one person or the other. Pick left or right. Move or don't. You're going to have to pick a direction. It's in regards to something that you've been holding on to for too long or too tight, and it's in regards to something that you are passionate and inspired towards. So I'm getting, for some of you, there's a person, a place, or thing. Yeah, you can't quit Okay, you can't quit thinking about them. You want to take forward movement and let them know you want to work on it. You want to build on it. You want to fix it. All right, what is that? What does that mean, you guys? Hey, guys. Let me know if this resonates or not. Let's get Spirit's advice, okay? Because this got a little weird at the end. I feel like for some of you, there's somebody that you still hold on to and you want to move forward towards them. For some of you, I'm getting there's multiple people in your life. There's somebody that you currently have that kind of played you out and you don't want to move forward with them. And there's and so you're not investing, you're not putting any offers or opportunities forward with that person. But there's also somebody that you still think about. You can't get out of your energy. And I feel like you're thinking about presenting an opportunity towards them, or you're hoping they present one towards you. Final advice. Okay, so that shit's funny. For Spirit's advice for this near future, whatever this conversation is, this realization, it was in regards to the Six of Swords in the reverse star, the Six of Swords, and the Chariot. That's funny. So Spirit's advice for this conversation, whatever it is there's something that needs to be healed, and you need to move away from the arguing and the fighting, and you need to move forward towards what you feel balanced in. These Chariot cards, he's not steering either of those sphinxes. It's solely their intention, solely having the internal balance, and knowing the direction that he's guided towards, which is allowing those sphinx to direct the path. So having that internal balance is what's kind of guiding them. So Spirit's advising you, whatever this conversation is, allow healing, speak your truth, be authentic, be sincere, allow healing and sincerity in your conversation, but don't allow arguing. Don't argue, don't combat the situation, and move forward towards what you're inspired towards. There's a need to heal something and stop arguing and just move forward. Take it as it resonates. Final outcome, advice for final outcome. Okay, so you have the Nine of Swords and the Page of Cups. So whatever this is that you can't quit thinking about, Spirit's advising you to speak your truth already and release it. Allow it to come to pass. If you need to apologize to somebody, if you need to ask if somebody, you can't be told no if you don't ask. And you can't be told yes if you don't ask. And if you don't ask, you just hold that energy in yourself. You never know what's going to happen, and unless you try, right? So if you don't try, just understand that you're always going to have that sitting in the back of your mind. What if, what if, what if? So just try, see what happens. Then you have the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So funny message here, but Spirit's advising you to just be finished with your slow movement and allow the change to take place already. Take it as it resonates. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Pentacles. So whatever this is for you, make an offer. Decide where it is that you see your stability, where you feel grounded at, where you want to invest in, all right. So if this is you where one foot's in and one foot's out, where you're half involved and half not, you're thinking about it all the time, but not really invested in it physically, you're being advised to authentically initiate something, take a forward movement. Don't sit there and think about it if you're not going to be about it, if that makes sense. All right, Virgo, until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. I hope this reading resonated for you. Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to go through the little comments. If anybody wants to ask a question real quick, now's the time to do so while I'm on here. There's not too many people on here. So if you guys want to ask a personal question, feel free to do so. All right. All right, this is going to be for I Am Princess Sky. Is Calvin right for Princess Sky? Is Calvin right for Princess Sky? Is Calvin the right one for Princess Sky? One more shuffle. Is Calvin. All right. You have the Page of Cups. So what I'm going to say is allow this opportunity to see where it's going to go. Don't allow yourself to, okay, so hold on. I got a couple of things with this. So again, this is a page. It is something that has the potential to grow and evolve, but it's not something that is mature yet. It's something that still needs to be babysitted. It's still very immature and at the beginning stages. So you need to make sure that you're investing wisely in your energies and that you're being upfront and truthful and transparent with what you're expecting and what you're willing to give. I feel like this is a foundation that has, this has the potential to have a foundation that is on solid ground, as long as everybody is open and honest in what they're expecting and what they're willing to give. My pleasure. Thank you for viewing. All right, this is for Yvette. Hold on, let me get a new deck. Well, let me just get this card back, actually. This is for Yvette, Spirit. All right, the Page of Cups came out again. So I don't know if this is for you, Yvette, or if this is for the princess that I was just reading for. Whoever, this is for both of you guys. Take it as it resonates. And anybody else who's reading this. This is a message that Spirit's advising you to pour into your own cup first and foremost. Make sure that you're loving yourself the way that you're wanting others to love you before you're reaching out for that from somebody else. Know that anybody that comes into your life is a compliment to you, not to replace anything or like make you or complete anything. You are 100% whole yourself. Anybody else is a compliment to you. So love yourself first and foremost. So let's go ahead and thank you, Jackie. Sorry about that. All right, Daniel and Yvette. Yvette, this is for Yvette. Spirit, this is for Yvette. Is Daniel right for Yvette? Is Daniel right for Yvette? One more. Is Daniel right for Yvette? All right, you have the Two of Wands, the Strength card, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Okay. So again, I'm getting a little bit about that energy of like, hold on. So only you know the path that's meant for you. Cards isn't going to tell that for you. You have an intuition and nobody could read your intuition for you. However, I feel like there's been a lot of things. You've tried a lot of different avenues, a lot of different journeys with a lot of different people. Other people, it kind of seemed like it was going to go somewhere and it kind of just ended up hollow. Other times, people didn't really invest, but it kind of developed more than you thought it originally would. But ultimately, on the day, it's very confusing, and I feel like you're not sure about your guiding system, your picker. There's times where you doubt your intuition. I feel like these experiences that you've had have impacted your confidence, and that's impacting your ability to trust your intuition. I feel like there's definitely some sort of wish fulfillment coming in towards you, but you cannot see it yet. I feel like there's something that you feel restricted and tied up in that impacts your confidence. I feel like it's like old tendencies, an old relationship, old patterns. There's something that impacts your confidence and ties you up and prevents your ability to really feel like you can feel confident in making your decisions that you're making. However, I feel like there definitely is some sort of wish fulfillment tied up to you because of the growth that you've been doing, because of the healing that you've been doing, because of the realizations and the acceptance that you've been doing. I feel like you've been trying to see the greatest good in things. You're trying to kind of see the benefits in the struggles that you've been going through. And I feel like as much as you've gone through, you're still kind of confused by elements. You've learned a lot, but there's still areas where you're not sure of the lessons. It's kind of being blocked out by the pain and the confusion that you're still feeling. So Spirit's advising you to kind of like try to have a perspective of as somebody looking in on your situation instead of you living your situation. If you were talking to somebody and they were sharing your experience with you, what would you tell them? And I feel like that's going to lead you to like really get an epiphany, like an aha moment. And that's going to allow you to kind of open up the door to your wish fulfillment. There is something right around the corner waiting for you to come, waiting for you to accept it. I don't know if it's a person, place, or thing. I definitely feel that there's abundance around the corner. You have the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles here. And I feel like whatever it is, like once you pick this path, you're going to start to feel more confident and going in the direction that you're choosing. Each step, each day, you choose a direction. You take a step forward. You take a step forward, even when you're not sure. And I feel like you're unknowingly like directing yourself to where you actually do want to be. And I feel like you just need to keep going the direction that you're going, follow your intuition, continue to heal. Whatever this is that you feel bound by, you need to release it. I don't know if it's a person, place, or thing, old habits, old thought patterns, whatever it is for you. It's restricting you to feel confident, to really make that leap forward, to really be able to see the greatness that you're coming into. I feel like definitely around the corner. I don't know if it's Daniel or hold on. I don't feel like I've really answered that question. So we're going to pull more cards for that. But I feel like more than a person, Spirit wants you to be proud of yourself. I want to cry. Spirit wants you to be proud of yourself, Yvette, for all of the things that you've already overcome. You've learned so much. You've endured a lot, and you've learned a lot of things. And I feel like you're proud of yourself, but not to the extent that you should be. I feel like Spirit's going to give you a blessing around the corner because of everything that you've dealt with and all the experiences, and you still try to be patient and kind and loving, and you're still trying to be nurturing to yourself, but I feel like there's still like, that's fucking cute. So before we get to this, let me finish this little thought. There's something around the corner that's your reward for as much as you've worked, for all the kindness that you still put out there, even when it's a hard day, for putting people first when you were exhausted. I feel like there's definitely times where you wanted to give up and you didn't have the energy, but you still did it because somebody else needed it and because you wanted somebody else to feel good, even in moments where you felt bad. I'm sorry for you, Yvette. I'm sorry you had those experiences, but trust and believe that Spirit witnessed it and reward you for those. All right. So now I just want to cry right now. I am very proud of you. I am very, very proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. And 2023 is going to be bringing in those blessings that you've been working for. And as regards to Daniel, I would say the same thing that I told, I think Jackie, sorry. The same thing I told Jackie. Both of you guys happen to get the Page of Cups here. So this is an opportunity for you to have a beginning where it has the potential to be on solid ground. It's going to be the foundation that you build. So make sure that you know your boundaries, and make sure that that Daniel knows your boundaries. Make sure you guys are both on the same page. I feel like your person, I feel like Daniel, he tries to let you know that he's interested, but he also is nervous if you're really is interested. I feel both of you are nervous if the other one is into it in the same way. So I feel like give him a little bite, but don't give him the whole fish. You know what I'm saying? Like nibble to show him that you're interested, but make sure that it's reciprocity. Make sure that you guys are equally investing before you give the next one. Like, if you knock the ball in his court, make sure he knocks it back into yours before you just keep hitting all kinds of balls in his court. But I would say trust his actions until he gives you reason to doubt otherwise. And if you're having moments of doubt or like past experiences are causing you to have moments of like just nervousness, have open conversations with him and let him know how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. And make sure that you can let your guards down with him and that he can respect you in doing so and that he's willing to do the same too. But I feel like this is definitely, it's a yes to allow the opportunity to see where it can go. Wonderful. I'm very proud of you, ladies. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you all you guys for being here. Virgo, 2023 is going to be a great year for all of us. Wonderful things are in the work. So next time, send you lots of love and light. Bye-bye.